what if this was chocolate milk? Yes, this stuff and this stuff. Seriously. As a kid, I always wanted a chocolate milk tap. My wishes never came true. But now, I can't help but wonder just what it would take to actually make a chocolate milk tap. And no, not those stupid dispensers in cafeterias. I never have to replace the water bag in my sink. I shouldn't have to replace the chocolate milk bag either. I'm talking fully automatic. For the longest time, I longed for a future where my favorite drink, chocolate milk, would be ready whenever I wanted it. So immediately, there are 3 problems that make this task more difficult than it first appears. The first is the source. Milk in cows aren't as reliable as water in lakes. Second is the fact that milk spoils. You can't really keep a milk reservoir and expect it to be good while you leave your house for a couple weeks. Finally, the faucet itself needs to be addressed. Water comes from a constant source, but cows are a bit more finicky. They're walking, grazing, living, dying creatures that only give milk for 2 months after giving birth. So clearly, more than 1 cow would be needed to make this chocolate milk tap possible. A healthy cow can give birth every 400 days, so to constantly give milk, we would need a minimum of 7 cows. In addition, you're probably going to need at least 1 bull to keep the cows pregnant. There are, however, methods of milking cows automatically. Cows can be baited with food, udders can be washed, and lasers-aligned milking machines. So with enough cows, it's possible to have a steady supply of milk that you never have to go milk yourself. So okay, first problem solved. Cows would be free to breed, feed, die, and give milk. The second issue we need to face is the fact that milk goes bad. After the milk is pasteurized and mixed to become chocolate, the milk would need to be stored in a reserve. This, however, presents a problem. If the tap goes unused, unlike water, the product will go bad, be undrinkable, and smell awful. We need a method of dumping the milk if it gets too old, which would necessitate a second reserve. To keep the stream constant, sensors need to have a minimum milk threshold, and when the reserve dips, the other needs to be filled. This would create a constant supply, and when the first reserve is dated, that milk needs to be dumped. This addresses the issue of someone turning on the tap between dumping and receiving fresh milk. We would always need a backup. Finally, the faucet needs to be addressed. We've all seen water well at the bottom of the faucet, but for your milk, your faucet would start to look like the crusty milk that gets trapped under the tap. It's imperative to wash the milk away, not just from the faucet head, but from the sink. The sink is pretty straightforward. Every men's bathroom already addresses this with the urinal. We just need to add a fanning water supply that cleans away the milk. As for the faucet, we would need to splice a water supply into our nozzle to clean away the milk drips and prevent that disgusting crusty milk. The only other issue I could think of this is the sink trap. Sink traps keep a reservoir of water beneath the sink that acts as a smell barrier, blocking odors from coming back up. As we all know, however, milk gets hard. I think this shouldn't be an issue since we're urinaling away the milk. When it's that diluted by water, it shouldn't have the opportunity to harden. Just be aware, if you're trying this at home, your pipes might become a world-class frommager if you're not extra careful washing away the milk. A chocolate milk faucet isn't practical, but it is plausible. And that's what's really important.